Hello, good morning. It's LaShanda, aka Sister Sense here. Good morning, welcome. Hey, Daphne. Hey, Terrence. Good morning. Hearts are ready. It's uber foggy here. I don't know if you guys can tell how foggy it is, but it's so foggy here. So this morning, just on my porch right now. Good morning, good morning. It's uber foggy in the neighborhood. Y'all remember Mr. Rogers? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's super foggy in my neighborhood right now. Good morning, good morning. Just me being silly, y'all. Welcome, welcome. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Yes. Taking you back, right, Mr. Rogers? Hey, what's up, beautiful Vanessa? Vanessa, did you get my email, sweetie? I inboxed you. So you definitely should have access to the Back to Business Mastermind. Let me know if you got that. But yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't normally do periscopes this morning. My son actually left about an hour ago. And so I said, you know what? It's super foggy today. I wish you could really see how foggy it is here. It's starting to clear up, which is awesome. I'll take a look. Just got the kids off to school. Absolutely. So I totally understand because, I just got my son off to school. I looked outside when he left and I was like, this is uber foggy. And so I want to talk to you guys today about fog, fear, and fatigue. What's holding back your best? Give hearts for the fog. Yes, give hearts. Tap, tap, tap. Fog, fear, and fatigue. What's holding back your best? Just kind of motivated actually right now as far as my 28 days of fire and focus to just kind of share some words of wisdom with you guys while you're doing whatever it is that you're doing this morning, whether you're getting the kids off to school, getting ready to work, getting ready to rock out in your business at home, if you work at home like myself, whatever you're doing right now, you don't actually have to look. You can listen. Actually, let me tap the screen here. I think y'all have seen enough of the neighborhood, right? Yes, so you don't necessarily have to look at me. You don't have to look at my crazy face this morning. I got my crazy face on. You can just definitely listen and take heed to some of the words of encouragement and motivation that I have for you guys here. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. So excited to be with you guys. I'm listening while doing my morning walk. See, listen, listen. That's what it's all about. You can just listen, be motivated. I just kind of want to pump you guys up this morning. If you feel like you know a couple of people and they could use some motivation, if you feel like they're foggy and they need some focus, so definitely say, come on, join Sister Sense this morning. I'm going to do as quick as I can because y'all know I can talk. I used to say I'm a typer and not a talker, but you guys know I can drop some words of wisdom for not one, but two, but 3 minutes and more. So, but I'm definitely going to jump into share with you guys. See, loving the hearts, loving the fire. Yes, fire. So if you're ready to get fired and focused with me, just put fire in for me. Question, I did my scope and I could not see the writing. Okay, email me that question. I'll get techie in a little bit, okay, on my iPhone. Okay, email me that question, Daphne. I'll do some tech later on today, but this morning I kind of want to focus on the motivational speech uh, part of it. Yes, 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 fire, fire. Forgive me, I'm using my iPhone, no longer using my iPad. I'm using my iPhone and it's super small, so sometimes I'm gonna have to zoom in like this just to see what you guys are saying. Loving the hearts, by the way, loving the hearts, loving the hearts. So like I said, for those of you who are just coming in, I'm LaShanda, aka Sister Sense, here to help you not only make sense of making money online, but help you stay focused and fired up in whatever it is that you're doing right now. So like I said, it's a beautiful morning here in North Carolina, but it's foggy as all get out. And so when I saw the fog, I said, you know what? It kind of reminds me of this idea of, when you're trying to move forward in your business and your life and you can't do what you need to do because you feel foggy, you feel fuzzy. And I wanted to talk about that today, for the ladies and the gents in my circle, especially because last night I did a clarity session on scope. So I can't help it, y'all. I'm on my swing. I love to swing. So just forgive me. I'm going to see if I can kind of zoom, do this so I can see some of the things that you guys are saying. You rocking. I could not help yesterday, but have a clarity call with, well, I keep saying call, a clarity scope with you guys. If you missed it, watch the replay. I talked about money markers, magic numbers, and your cash flow goals. And so it was a clarity session, so you can really think about if there is a certain type amount of money you're trying to make, what you can do. I broke it down for you guys, so hopefully you had an opportunity to watch that. If not, watch the replay. So thinking about, the opposition of clarity versus fog and feeling fuzzy, I really kind of wanted to jump in and talk to you about that today. So let me ask you a couple of questions, all right? I wrote them down here because you know what, when the spirit hits me, the things just come and I just have to just write it down so it can flow. What is something that you really want to happen for yourself before the year ends, okay? So that's the first thing I want you to think about for yourself. Is there something in particular that you really, really, really want to see happen before the year ends? That's question number one. So, for me, like I said, I'm always focused on certain goals. At the beginning of the year, I said, you know what, LaShanda, you're going to do one mastermind every quarter of the year. I really want to see that happen. I said, okay, LaShanda, you're going to do at least 2 magazines, because I do my Sister Sense and Print magazine. I used to do them every month, but that's a lot of work. I wrote everything. I did all the graphics, a lot of work. So I do it at least twice a year. So I said to myself, LaShanda, before the year ends, you got to drop out that last magazine. You got to make it happen. What are some things you really need to have happen? Interesting questions that may need to be blocked. Yeah. So, what I think somebody said, I was watching somebody's scope and they were like, it's the block party over here, y'all. It's the block party. You just start blocking folks. What are some things that you really need to see happen in your life and in your business? The block party, yes, yes. What are some things that you totally want to happen next year? So the first question I said for you is, what do you really want to happen before the year ends? Lose weight, okay? Go and put those out there. Let me know. What are some things you really want to happen before the year ends? And what are some things you want to see happen for yourself next year, right? So when you envision the close of this year, what do you want to do to wrap up? And when you envision the next year, what's going to happen? What do you want to see there? Your doll business. So what in your doll business, though? What in particular do you want to see that you've gotten to the point where you're making half the income that you wanted to make or double the income you wanted to make? Finish my book. Lose weight. Oh, girl, see, you're not seeing the love. I'm not going to show you the love that I need to lose at the bottom here, but I feel you on that one. Book and CD by the end of this year. Okay, absolutely. Reach my monthly money markers. Awesome. So you were listening last night when I talked about money markers. See, look at that. The sun. The sun is coming in. Double my income. Okay, double my income in my doll business. Wonderful. I'm not spending a lot of time online, but more of it. Money markers, yes. If you didn't listen to that session, definitely go. Y'all gonna see me squinting now because it's going from foggy to sunny, but I love that. It's like that natural transition. Eventually you get from that foggy to that clarity, which I'm hoping to give y'all today. More offline. Okay. Okay, so the reason why I ask you these questions is because before you can do anything else as far as talking about fog, fear, or fatigue, you got to get clear about what it is that you want to accomplish so that you can focus on that consistently. Increase my rank with my business. Yes, clarity is key. Now, what have you done to start to put those wheels in motion? So for the person who said, I want to write a book, I want to create a CD, I want to double my sales, what are you doing to move forward, right, to get that done? So one of the things I said to myself this year was I want to finally publish a book because it's so long. I've been self-publishing for years, but I haven't self-published a book, and I don't want to date myself, so many years. Are you on Catch? I'm not on Catch, sister girl, but guess what? I do download these and then upload them to my YouTube channel, which is user L Henry. So if you miss it now, catch it later over on L Henry on YouTube, or you can go to my website and watch my Periscope replays at tv.sistersense.com. So like I said, for my 9-to-5ers, for my folks who got a lot going on, thumbs up, awesome. You can definitely watch the replay if you're doing something right now, because I know it's early in the AM. You don't have to look. You can just listen, and I'll keep it on, keeping on. All right, thank you. Loving the hearts, by the way. Tap, tap, tap. Loving the greens. I'm in pink today, so let me see some pinks. Peach, pink. Let me see some pretty colors. So yes, you want to be clear about what it is that you want to accomplish and what are some things that you're doing right now to create that action step for yourself. Like I said, it's been a while since I self-published books, and so people have been saying to me, LaShanda, you need to come out with some books, you need to make some things happen. So I did a couple of things. You have to think about for yourself what's realistic for you, and writing a 200, 300 page book, For me, with my schedule, it's just not so realistic. So a couple of things I kept in mind for myself was, okay, if I can't get that big goal of creating this new book that I want, and I can see it already, it's 200, it's 300 pages, what can I do? God bless me, a lovely, lovely lady in my circle, Power Circle expert, Tyora Moody, came to me and said, LaShanda, I'm doing a book collaboration when women become business owners. I want to just really chronicle the stories of entrepreneurs and share that with others. I said, yes, I am in. So I'm chapter 23, how to monetize your message, how to build your website, all of that good stuff. And so because I said to myself, I wanted to create a book, I realistically knew I didn't have the time to do that. God bless me. When you have that vision, God will bring the right people to you and said, look, this book collaboration is here. You may not be able to write 20 chapters, but can you write one? And let me tell you, we launched, the book came out, it's on Amazon, When Women Become Business Owners. I spoke at the convention center here a few weeks back, and I sold several copies of the book. Amen. All right, listen. So you have to think about for yourself, what are the things that you want to accomplish this year? And if you're strategic about it, it may be a big vision. Ooh, maybe I need to ooh, sun. The sun, Lord, the sun is like, shine on. Shine on. Okay, so let me see. If I turn, I don't want to turn my back to the sun. I really don't want to, but I want y'all to be able to see me. This is right on time for me, LaShanda. Thank you. You are so very welcome, Decadent Butters. I want to make sure that what? You guys are fired up. So put it fire. Let me see that. F-I-R-E, F-I-R-E. Let me see that fire, fire, fire. Because you need to be able to think about for yourself. You are a rapper. Do you think so? Do you think I have? Well, I'm a Gemini, and I know some of the best rappers happen to be Geminis. You know, my Tupac, my Biggie, so my Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill, her initials are LH, and my initials are LH, so I always feel like she's embodied in me somewhere. My fellow Gemini, fire, 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 yes. L Boogie. What? Yeah, Daphne's always calling me L Boogie, so I guess that's my rapper handle, right? L Boogie. So you have to think about that for yourself. What can you realistically get done? That book collaboration was the first step for me. The next step for me was writing my starter guides at startherup.sistersense.com. So it's start, S-T-A-R-T, her, H-E-R, up, startherup.sistersense.com. I created a 20-page guide this year for the ladies in my circle who have so many questions about starting up. I said, okay, this is how you start up on a floss string budget, how to make it, market, and monetize online. The sun is following me, y'all. It's following me wherever I go. Thank you, Daphne, for posting that. What did you say? Always fire, 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 fire. Yes. You have to stay focused and fired up. And so I created my 20-page guide because I said, you know what? I want to get some publications out there, something in print. I do the magazine, but I also wanted to do a book. Couldn't do the big book. For those of you who are jumping in, I said I couldn't do the big book yet, right? The shine is on you. I know. Wherever I go, my boo-boo, my boo, the sun is following me, y'all. Okay, let me see if I do this. Can I do this? I feel like I'm doing some striker poses for you guys. I said, you know what? I'm going to do the book collaboration. That was my first. And then number two, I said I'm going to do the 20-page starter guide. I may not be able to do 200-300 pages, but I can do a 20-page starter guide, both of which I've been selling, by the way, when I go to workshops. I've been selling on my website, all of that stuff. So you want to think about for yourself if there are things that you want to accomplish. If it's a big goal, I always say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So take that big goal and break it down into something that may be more realistic for you. Who wants to be a speaker? Say yes, 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 yes if you're interested in speaking. I know that for myself, many years ago, I want to say maybe about 6-7 years ago, I was sitting in my living room in my apartment before we got the house. I was sitting in the apartment. I said, okay, I want to do a speaking engagement. I wanted to sell out. I want to have all these people in the room, and I had this big, big vision for myself, but my budget wasn't there. My budget, you know, when you have the big vision but you don't have the budget, I was like, Lord, maybe I'm going to have to put a pin in this one. But you know what? How I move forward with that vision is several years later. Everything happens in its time. But several years later, I said, you know what? I still want to do an event. Speaking, but not getting paid. Well, look, you still got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. And for me, where it started was, I call it Sister Sense Socials. I said, I may not be able to sell a big room yet, but I'm going to start with getting 10 women, 20 women, 30 women. And now I do my every year Power Circle conference at the Aloft Hotel in North Carolina. You have to take the steps that you need to get to the next step. All right. So fatigue, Fear, that's what I'm talking about today. For me, the first part of clarity is breaking down that bigger vision and finding ways to realistically take one step. If not all the steps, just one step for you to move forward, okay? Now, I've got a couple of things that I want you to think about today. If you have not done what it is you need to do, if you have not done what it is you need to do right now, forgive the rocking, y'all. Forgive it. I can't help it when I'm on this doggone swing. If you haven't done what you need to do yet, what is holding back your best? Is it that you are afraid to move forward? Is it that you are fuzzy? I know, it's really cozy. I just can't help it. Is it that you are foggy about what it is that you need to do next? Which is why I said, like I said before, if you're foggy, definitely watch the last scope I did on how to set your cash flow goals and your money markers. That'll help you get clear. Watch it on Periscope if you're, currently live with me. If you're not, if you missed it, I will upload it to my website, tv.sistersense.com. Again, that one is particular is about how to set your money markers and cash flow goals. You want to think about for yourself, if you have not moved forward in the visions for yourself that you want to complete within the next year and to start the following year, within this year and the following year, if you haven't done it yet, what's holding you back? Is it fog? Is it fear? Or fatigue? So now that I've asked you those questions, I keep hearing my mom tell me I need a job for benefits. Folks are going to tell you that. I know I got that. I got that all the time. You're in technology. You got a degree from Columbia University. You do computer science. Why aren't you working? I interned at IBM for several years. Not several years, forgive me, for several months. I did that when I was in college. And I would say, you know what, the money is great, but I'm not a cubicle chick. And folks would tell me, if nothing else, let the money wake you up in the morning. I said, but this is not my purpose. I don't want to do this. Everybody's going to tell you what they think that you should do because that's what they think is realistic. You do what you believe in your heart you should do, because that's what matters. See them hearts? Tap, 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 tap. You do what you believe in your heart that you should do. I still, I do pay my taxes on time. I do my insurance. I will be getting my Social Security benefits. You can do all of that as an entrepreneur and a business owner. Having a job isn't the only way to do it. When you live in your purpose, whether you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, that's what it's all about, all right? Okay? So again, you want to think about for yourself if there's anything holding you back from your best. Is it fatigue? Is it fog? Or is it fear? Okay? So let me drop a couple of my keep her quotes on you. I absolutely love these quotes. The first one here that I want to share with you is this. Your next level begins where your comfort level ends. So tap on those hearts if you feel me. Your next level begins where your comfort level ends. Where you get to that point where you are uncomfortable, that's when you start to next level it. When you feel afraid, that's when you start to next level it. When you're in a space of comfort, you're not where you need to be. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, in life, in anything, if you are comfortable, you are not where you need to be. And I used to say all the time, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be comfortable. And guess what? I was making pennies on the dollar when I said that. When I said I want to up level, when folks were like, you need to have that Oprah factor because I love you, when I up leveled my vision, that's when things happened. I was afraid to charge for more. I was afraid to go to events. I was afraid to invest in my business. But when I did those things, things changed for me. Your next level begins where your comfort level ends. So when you feel the bubble guts and you get nervous, that's where you need to be to push forward. So if you're just looking for comfort right now, you're lowballing yourself. You're not living in your best. Unblock your blessings. Unblock your best, because that's what you need to do. So if you're thinking about that fear, I want you to think about that quote. Your next level begins where your comfort level ends, okay? Now, here's another one I want you to think about. These are my keep her quotes, y'all. I have them on my Be Blessed vision board. I share them with you guys. I write them in my magazine, Sister Sense, in print. These are the keep her quotes that keep me keeping on, keep me motivated towards success. I love this quote. I recently saw this one, and I've added it onto the list. Replays, yes. If you missed this, watch the replays, tv.sistersense.com. Again, right now I'm about keeping you focused and fired up. So if you are enjoying this and you're listening, if you're watching, just put put in fire for me. Fire, 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 fire. How do you change? How do you change? You fight the fear. How do you change? You close your eyes and do it anyway. You go, okay, I may screw up. It may not be perfect, but you do it. And a change comes along the way. I believe that for me, and I didn't write it down here, but my first quote when I started my business 15 years ago was the Nike commercial, just do it. Because I was afraid. I was like, you can't do it by yourself. You don't have a lot of money. Nobody knows you. Your family is telling you, what are you doing? You're crazy. You need to get a full-time job. All this stuff. Everybody's going to tell you, again, what they want to tell you, but you just have to do it. And in the process of doing it, you will change. Things have to become habitual. I was watching an amazing sister girl this morning, and she was talking about how to create change. I wish I could have shared that with you guys. But she said, you know what? You have to create habit for yourself. That's the only way you create change. But to create the habit to get started, you just have to do it. Okay? You just have to do it. So like I said, you know, one of my other keeper quotes that I just recently added onto my list is this. Yes, Unblock Your Blessings. Unblockyourblessings.com. It's another series that I've created. It's absolutely free. 12 weeks of just me pouring into you and letting you know the different things that I've done in my life to unblock my blessings, to build your best business life and self. That it's free. You can sign up. It's over at unblockyourblessings.com. Thank you for reminding me about that, Daphne. Definitely something, if you're interested in that, you can take a look there as well. Unblockyourblessings.com. 12 weeks of motivation, inspiration, and information to help you build your best business life and self. So, okay, goodness, the sun. Let me say, I cannot drive early morning because I'm a short chick, and so the sun is always in my eye. Let me see here. Rocket. Y'all got me twisting and turning this morning. 12 weeks to build your best business life and self. Yes, yes. Okay. So, I'm glowing, y'all. I'm glowing. So if you're feeling me, if you're still here with me, you're still getting motivation, F-I-R-E, F-I-R-E. Let me see that fire. Let me see that fire. I recently found and added this as one of my keep her quotes. If you are confused, it's not because you don't know what to do. It's because you won't do what you know. Okay? I love that one. I love that one, especially when it comes to being foggy. If you are confused, it's not because you don't know what to do. It's because you won't do what you know. Now, that's not for everybody, but that's for somebody out here where you know a doggone well, you know exactly what you need to do, but you have been resisting it. You've been fighting it, blood, tooth, nails, clawing at the floor. I'm not going to do it. It's not, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. There's another way. I believe there's another way, and you know exactly what you need to do. It's not that you're foggy. Speak in my life. Listen, yes. Fire. It's not that you don't know what to do. You know what to do. You know what sells. You know what business needs. Listen, okay, I'm a diabetic. Full disclosure, I'm a diabetic. Okay? It's not about fog for me. It's about fatigue because I'm consistently tired. I take power naps, y'all. I do what I need to do to get my business done. But I am a diabetic. And sometimes my hubby will look at me and like, look, is your sugar high? Did you check your sugar? It's not that you don't know what to do. You know what to do. You don't know what to do. Get on that damn treadmill. Stop eating them carbs. You know what to do. It's just that you don't want to do it. You are fighting it. You are resisting it because it's not about the fuzzy. It's about the fight. When we fight the things that we are called to do, and sometimes we say we're trying to unblock the blessings, but we are blocking the blessings that God is giving us by resisting the things that we ultimately in our guts know that we should be doing. Okay? So I love that keeper quote. I want you to write it down, take it to heart, share it with folks. It's not because you're confused, not because you don't know what to do, but you won't do what you know. So think about that. Who knows exactly what they need to do right now? They've just been resistant to it in one way, shape, or form. I knew when I was afraid of getting on the phone and people were like, I have to talk to you. I want to talk to you, LaShanda. I was like, no, I'm a typer. I'm not a talker. Send me an email. My first mentor partner, Rochelle Shaw, she said when she found me online, I want to say about 7-8 years ago, she found me online. She said, listen, we need to do coaching together. You need to mentor other women. You need to teach. You need to preach, whatever it is you need to do. Come on. I said, what are you talking about? I'm a typer. What are you talking about? I was afraid. She said, you don't have to get on the phone and do, what did she say? You don't have to do somersaults. You just need to give them a little bit. You don't have to do all this crazy gymnastic stuff. You just need, I felt like I had to over deliver, and that's something that I always feel. You got to over deliver. She said you just need to show up, and when you show up, you show out. That's all you need to do. So I know that, and I was resisting that for a long time. I took my baby steps. So I can absolutely tell you, if you got to take the baby steps, just do it so you can make it happen. Good morning from Maryland. Good morning. Right now, I'm just pouring into you guys this morning, talking about if you are fatigued, if you are feeling foggy, if you are afraid, just a couple of things that you need to do. Yes, the $1 Million Woman, Rochelle Shaw. I'm going to get my girl on scope. It took us a couple of months to get on here, but I'm going to get my girl on scope too. If you are afraid in any way, shape, or form, just pouring into you. So whether you're getting the kids off to school, they should be there by now, but whether you're getting the kids off to school, getting ready for work, you don't have to look at me, but you can certainly listen and share, just sharing some words of wisdom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes. So here's another keeper quote that I want to share with you guys. And I'm going to tell you this, full disclosure, I can't believe, I'm loving it that Daphne is here. Daphne told me several years ago, and this is how people that you mentor can pour right back into you. Several years ago, she said to me, LaShanda, I don't know if you know this guy, but you need to check him out, Napoleon Hart. Here's his video. We watch him on YouTube. I'll never forget. This dude is a game changer, a mind shift changer, Napoleon Hart. You are pouring this morning. Thank you, thank you. If you are feeling it, tap on those hearts, swipe up left to right, share it, say listen to Sister Sense. I gotta go soon. What time is it, y'all? Can somebody tell me what time it is, EST? Because I have a clarity call with a client at 9 o'clock and I cannot miss that. So just gotta put up there what time it is. I just kind of want to again keep you focused and fired up. Right now I'm doing my 28 days challenge for business growth, 28 days of fire and focus over at 28days.sistersense.com. So I'm here to keep you focused and fired up. All right, 8:27. All right, I'm good. I'm talking with a client this morning about how she can get clear on her blogging goals. She's actually one of my do everything for you clients. So I did her magazine, I did her membership website, I'm working on her email list. We're doing her social media campaign, my do everything for you package. So we've got a VIP development session this morning talking about her blog. Cannot miss that. Then I've got a couple of clarity calls, y'all, but I wanted to jump in because like I said, it was so foggy this morning. And I was like, somebody is foggy. And I want to get up here and talk to them about that. Love in Periscope. It's day 7 for me. Day 7 on Periscope. I think I'm at 70,000 right now. So it's like I'm loving it and absolutely wanted to pour in. Hello, good morning. Those of you, if you are new to me, can you just type in new so I can say good morning to you and welcome my newbies. Just welcome you. And again, yes, staying focused and fired up. So like I said, Daphne, a couple of years ago, my mentee, the awesome lady that she is. Welcome newbies. I hope you are enjoying my session this morning. You know, I usually talk 71,000. Awesome. 7 days, 71,000. The Lord is good. I usually talk to you guys a lot about making sense of making money online. That's what I do on Sister Sense. I am a full-time work-at-home entrepreneur, web designer. I've been online for over 15 years now. I've been working for myself at home full-time for the last 8 years now. And so I share the different strategies that I used as a service professional to build my business as a web designer. I mentor other entrepreneurs on my website, sistersense.com. And I also create a lot of digital products. So people come to me because they're looking to figure out how to monetize, how to become an information entrepreneur, how to use the web to build their business. Just kind of letting you know what it is I do, who I am, where I am, as far as those of you who are new to me. So Daphne said to me, as far as staying focused and fired up, Daphne said to me, you need to know this guy, Napoleon Hill. Awesome thought leader. He talks about things that entrepreneurs need to do. Watch his video. Find him on YouTube. Never forget it. I kept one of his keeper quotes, changed my life. Changed my life. This is a game changer. Write this one down. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. I absolutely love that quote. So if you can conceive the thought and you can fundamentally put all your focus, fire, and energy into believing the thought, you can achieve the thought. Because a lot of us say that we want to reach the $5, $6, $7, $8 million level, but we don't really believe it. We don't really believe it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. It's a powerful quote. So if you're feeling foggy, if you're feeling fatigued, if you are afraid, if you can really pour into yourself, you can change lives. change lives. Yes, Napoleon Hill, he talks about the law of attraction. She showed me the video. I watched the whole video. I was taking notes. I was like, Lord, this is awesome. I never forget it. Thank you, Daphne. Mwah. Thank you for that one. Listen, Napoleon Hill. If you can believe it, if you can conceive it in your mind, because we are creative beings, we're entrepreneurs, if you can conceive it, ultimately believe it, and you can achieve it, that can absolutely happen for yourself, okay? Absolutely happen for yourself. So, it's funny because I mentioned Rochelle Shaw. What she does is she works with a lot of clients and she teaches them how to get to the $1 million level. She's built her own $1 million businesses, not once, but multiple times, and she does that for other entrepreneurs. And at one point she said, so you know what, LaShanda? I am going into my sister girl community and I'm going to pour into and help people reach the $1 million level. She was so excited because everybody wants to be a millionaire, right? Like the show, everybody wants to be a millionaire. But after several years of doing it, she said, girl, this is hard. She said, this is hard, and I'll tell you why. It's not simply because people want to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to say they want to be a millionaire, but they don't believe they can do it. So I'm pushing them. I'm giving them strategy. I'm giving them all this stuff. But a lot of people don't fund them. It feels good to say they want the millions, but they don't believe they can get the millions. And so if you can't believe that, all the strategies, all the systems, all the great advice in the world is not going to help you because you will not implement. You're going to sit on it and go, ooh, that sounds good, but I'm too afraid. Ooh, I can't push that. Ooh, that's not going, ooh, girl, that's good. But that's not going to work for me. All of that resistance, all of that is holding back your best, holding back your ability to get to that 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever figure, $1 million, $1 billion level, right? So whether it's fog, fear, or fatigue, what is holding you back from your best? Like I said at the beginning, let's go back to those questions. What do you want to accomplish by the end of the year? What do you want to see happen next year? What are you doing to create that for yourself? I gave you some recommendations at the beginning of the call, just letting you know some things that I realistically wanted to do, how I was making that happen for myself. What are you realistically going to do to move forward? And if you're stuck, if you're not moving forward, what is holding you back? Is it fog? Is it fear? Is it fatigue? Okay? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. What is it that's holding you back? So like I said, I'm here to transition you from that fear, fog, and fatigue to fire and focus so that you can get clear and really do what it is that you need to do. If you missed it, definitely watch my money marker session that I did last night, how to set your money markers and cash flow goals. It's still on Periscope. You can watch it there, share it, tell people, wow, this is fire. I show you exactly what you need to do to get clear. If you missed it on Periscope, no worries. You can watch it at tv.sistersense.com. As of right now, you can only see it on Periscope. I've got to download it and upload it to my YouTube channel so you can watch it there as well. My YouTube, by the way, is L. Henry. But again, you definitely want to get clear about your next step. Today's motivational moment is really inspired by my 28 days of fire and focus challenge, helping you build your best business and grow your business online. So if you haven't already done so, if you're feeling me, if you're feeling the recommendations, the motivation, information, and inspiration, definitely sign up for that challenge. It's again over at 28days.sistersense.com. All right? So continue to think about for yourself what you want to see happen, how you're going to resist the fatigue and the fear. I take power naps, y'all. Again, as a diabetic, I get tired quite a bit, but I always say you have to power through to your best you. So whether you're tired physically or you're tired of the current situation that you are in, you have to power through to your best you. For me, when I'm fatigued, sometimes I just take breaks. If I'm frustrated, I'll take breaks. I did a session with you guys and I forget the title. Staying Positive. Watch the one I did on Staying Positive. That one is on YouTube, I think. And I talked about, sometimes you go on Facebook. Say yes if you feel me. You go on Facebook, you see all these people doing all these great stuff. And it's good to see it, but at the same time, it's a total confidence blow. Because you go, wow, they're so great. I'm not doing it yet. Or wow, they all full of hype. So you're either frustrated or all that good stuff. Power through to your best you. Absolutely. So you're either frustrated or you're feeling like, oh my goodness, everybody's doing stuff. And you got the little green-eyed monster. I see some green hearts. Keep tapping on those hearts. I see some green hearts. Sometimes you see that green-eyed monster on Facebook and you're like, why is she doing it and I can't do it yet? You know, sometimes I take a break from that space because that stuff, that can mess up your head, right? That can mess up your head. So in the video scope that I did on staying positive, I talked about sometimes in order for you to stay positive, you got to take a break from some things. So whether you're tired of social media or you're physically tired, like myself sometimes, you either got to take a nap, take a break, reflect, so you can recharge yourself and do what you need to do to move forward. All of these scope videos, all of these gurus, all of these people speaking, even myself, we can't help you do it. The only person who can do what you need to do is you, right? So you got to do what you need to do to make it better. You better say that, listen. So you feeling me? You know what I'm talking about. You feeling me? Tap on them hearts if you feeling me right now. Tap, 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 tap. It's like, you know, when you in church and you got your hands in the air, you're like, yes, yes. Just tap, 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 tap. Do the work. You got to do the work. I can't do it for you. I can infuse some fire and focus into you. I can say, look, 28 days, fire and focus. Go on over there. I know folks is tripping. Right now I'm doing my 28 days of fire and focus. My vision is to work with and inspire 500 women to do 28 days of fire and focus. And folks are tripping. Y'all need to be just jumping, skipping, flying over there, because every day I tell you what you need to strategically do to bracket, price, please, promote, consistently generate profit. These are the gems that I want to share with you over at 28 Days of Fire and Focus. But again, I can share those gems. What do they say? You can lead someone to water, but you can't make them drink, right? You have to be the one that pushes you. As an entrepreneur, you have to be the one that pushes you to move forward. Say it again. Practice profits. Yes, I always believe you have to plan to profit. And so I have inside of 28 Days of Fire and Focus, I share strategic every week plan to profit projects that you can utilize to help you get clear, different things that you can do to please clients, how you can package the power pages on my website, things that you need to think about as far as your website, how you're building it, all of those stuff, again, inside of 28days.sistersense.com, right? So dropping those jewels out of the fog, out of the fog, out of the fear, out of the fatigue. My goal is to help you transition into fire and focus, fire and focus. So if y'all are fired up, I'm about to leave you guys, but if y'all are fired up right now and you're feeling a little bit more focused than it was before, can you just put fire in there for me? F-I-R-E, F-I-R-E, F-I-R-E. Just want to keep making sure that you guys stay focused and fired up, because at the end of the day, as entrepreneurs, if you're not focused and fired up, you can hear all this stuff, but you will not implement. And I want you to implement. One of the awesome ladies in my circle, LaShanda from Dryer Buzz, I jumped on her scope yesterday. And folks, I feel like a pseudo-celebrity, like the geekiest of all celebrities, because I'm going on to people's scopes and they're going, is that LaShanda on my scope? What? So I was on, and listen, I'm just so in awe when people acknowledge me. I have to say thank you for that. I got on Yolanda's scope yesterday and she says, listen, I'm telling you guys about my ebooks, about my new book, my 27 answers. Listen, LaShanda told me this stuff. She told me this stuff. She mentored me several years ago. I met her at Black Enterprise and she said, I grabbed her and I was like, look, oh my goodness, she poured into me. I never forget that. I went to Black Enterprise, an amazing event, Women of Power. They had a Power Women's Conference. And so she said, you know, LaShanda and Pam Perry poured into me. She told me I should have been doing this stuff years ago, but it took time. And here I am. I actually want to share that video with you guys if I can. But listen, I've been doing this for many a year. That Black Enterprise Conference that she referenced, I want to say was at least 5-6 years ago. And so it was just me popping on because I was like, ooh, Dryer Buzz is on. I want to see what she's talking about. But when I got on and she just kind of referenced the fact that her creating these ebooks and these books, a part of that was the motivation and inspiration and information I had shared with her so many years ago. That was, that hit me. That hit me. And it really makes it clear why I do what I do and why I spend all the time I spend with you guys online, because my purpose is helping you get clear about what you need to do to fulfill your own. So again, that is it from me today. I will check in with you guys. I'll see if I can do a midday session. I've got a lot of clarity calls today. You inspired me too much. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I got a couple of 30 and 60-minute clarity calls. By the way, if you want to do a clarity call with me, you can go to callme.sistersense.com. So with clients, I do 30 and 60-minute sessions. I'm not a coach. I'm not a certified coach. I'm a mentor. So I simply just mentor the women and men in my circle who have questions about starting up online. And you can certainly do that. I've got several calls today. So I would try to come in on scope in the afternoon afternoon if I can. I'll definitely do another evening session as well. But just, of course, always here to keep you guys focused and fired up. 8:40. All right, so I got 20 minutes before my session. Let this girl go get something to eat. Tap on those hearts if you've enjoyed my session right now, and I will see you. I will see you guys later. All right, focus, fired up. Take care.